What's up, guys? It is Tuesday afternoon, 1 p.m. here on the East Coast, February the 17th. February 17th. I feel like the new year just started. Dave Van Auken, the ruthless one, Elle Dawson. Elle, how are you, my dear friend?
I don't know that I'm so ruthless anymore. Today I'm baking hamburger buns.
We need a new nickname. Do we the cupcake?
I don't know. That's Misha Tate.
Yeah, something like. We'll talk about Misha Tate in the future. Big news this morning. We'll talk about some female MMA in a second. John, what's up, brother? How are you? How's everyone? Chat. This is your show, like always. Come through, ask, say anything you want. Be polite though. Be polite. Man, what a time, Mel. What a time, guys. I have 2 less teeth in my mouth right now. That happened yesterday morning. Went in just for a fill-in. They're like, hey, let's rip these teeth out. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. They're like, no, let's do this right now. I'm like, no. They're like, it's pretty bad back there. Let's do it. I'm like, all right. So they gave me some of that laughing gas or smelling. It was actually pretty delightful. But my face is a little swollen. Yeah, a lot of fight news. You ever done that before, Elle? Recently, as an adult, have you ever had teeth taken out?
I have never had a cavity. Never had I guess technically I had to have my wisdom teeth removed just because they were crowding the rest of my teeth, but that's it.
Wow.
I have been blessed with good teeth. Grant has had some rough dental go arounds. He's had to have a tooth removed. I think he had a tooth break once.
Ooh.
It looked really painful. If I remember, they had to take it out.
I'll say one more thing on that prior, though, is the dentist did say, and I think I brush my teeth more than the next person 2-3 times a day. I always brush my teeth in the shower. I don't know if that's weird to people. In the morning, I brush my teeth in the shower every morning. It's a thing. I like it. Anyways, but they do say like a teeth is sometimes it's like genetics, like how tall you are. It's like, why aren't you taller? It's because it's genetics. Sometimes stuff happens in your mouth that you can't control. So
I gotta be honest, I probably don't take as good of care of my teeth as you do of yours.
I don't floss a lot. I should floss more, but I'm a brusher of the teeth. I get in there.
I floss enough.
Okay.
Right. I don't remember every single day, but I think I do a decent job.
All right. Hey, this is the show, guys. This is the show. Last thing on teeth, you said about the break. So they put the gas on me, and I'm super nervous about teeth too. Super nervous, guys. I see you in the chat. We'll go there. I know. But they're pulling the teeth. They do the numb thing. They're like, "Hey, you're gonna hear stuff. Trust me, it's not gonna be painful. You're gonna hear some stuff." One time, I hear like the breakage of the tooth. That's a horror movie. A horror movie sound. All right, guys, no more teeth. What are we gonna talk about? Yes, Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey. We'll definitely talk about that.
This is the best right here. If Gina can take down Colossus, she'll kill Ronda.
That is true. Good point. Man. Bubba, Mandalorian. She's killer Mandalorian. All right. I guess let's just start there. The news today. I don't know if I'm allowed to say something about that fight that I maybe knew or not know, but well, whatever. But it did break today, early this morning. That video was really cool. Elle, I know you're not super into social media in 2026. Did you see the video of how they announced the fight yet?
I didn't.
It's cool. So
check it out.
It's like a female's in a hoodie, and all of a sudden she takes out the hoodie. It's Ronda Rousey, and it's like, what? She kicks the camera. The camera falls. Gina Carano picks up the camera, gives it a mean mug, and then they like face off. It's pretty cool. It's a good one. MVP knows what they're doing.
It's not the Brock Lesnar UFC 200.
Oh, Elle, nothing will be that.
You can't beat
that. You can't beat it, Elle. Number one. And now all the announcements now, it's just Dana White on an Instagram Live in front of a plain wall. Good gracious almighty. Good gracious almighty.
They don't have a announcement big enough to justify the production.
I say this to my kids all the time. What you care about is what I'm going to care about. And I just wish, and that's maybe a little bit of a different subject, it does seem that Dana White cares less about the UFC than he used to. When you're dying and you're trying to make your first $9,000 check, you're all in and you're doing everything. Your fireworks are coming out. Now he talks about Zuffa boxing and slap fighting as much as it. So that's a whole nother topic for a different thing. But yeah, I know. Yeah, there's Floyd Mayweather versus a lot of stuff, guys. We'll get into it. Do you think the UFC is struggling? I know. No, great points here. A lot of stuff. I already asked Elle on this live stream. How does David think Mario Batista versus Peyton Tablet would go? Mario Batista would whoop that youngin. Would whoop him. Do you agree with me or disagree?
I think that Peyton Talbot poses a really dangerous threat, but Mario Batista, I said this on the last show. I think Mario Batista is he's so good at shutting down that and staying safe, and he's just so well-rounded. I would take Batista in that. But I think Talbot is a dark horse in the division right now.
He is. And this is my thing. I think you'll totally agree, Elle. In the spring of 2026, Mario Batista wins that fight 9 out of 10. The summer of 2028, it's a different subject. Let's see how Tablet is. Let's see where Mario. Let's give that kid time. He's got a lot of room to grow and get better. But Mario Batista is pretty dang good. I feel like I'm glitchy. I don't know. I feel like
You're a little glitchy. Yeah. You weren't before we started, and then like the second we went live, you were like.
The funny thing is, Spectrum came last week. They're like, "Hey, you're on 64 gigabytes." I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "Hey, we'll give you 128 gigabytes for free." I'm like, "Sure, come." So literally, I got a brand new router and Wi-Fi right here.
Well, trash. I want to respond to this comment.
Yeah,
this is a good assessment. Batista fought Aldo the way he needed to, obviously, to nullify his striking style. However, I think that this is a testament to why Batista beats Talbot. Also, you're putting Talbot's takedown defense as high as Jose Aldo's, and I think those are different. I think Talbot he's green enough, he still makes mistakes in the grappling. And we saw Mario, like just the transitions alone, the transition to the submission was freaking sick. But his transitions and just the way that he's ready at any split second to capitalize on a mistake on the ground, I think that's where he catches Peyton. Maybe not subs him, but at least controls him.
I agree. Dude, Elle Dawson, the best in the business, guys. All right, we will get rolling, guys. If you keep on putting stuff, we'll get rolling. Tablet has improved immensely in the last few. For sure.
Henry Cejudo is
Thank
old.
you.
Thank you. I love the guy. He's been a favorite fighter of mine for ages, but this was not prime Henry Cejudo that we saw in this last fight.
I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit. This is what we do on the show. I think Elle and I have probably interviewed almost everyone in the business or the industry, or all the ones we almost want to. There's probably Dana out there that we haven't and whatever. I remember when I was like, "Hey, Elle, we're going to talk. We got Henry Cejudo tomorrow night." You were so freaking giddy. I remember how giddy you are. You were so pumped.
Awesome. I think he took his shirt off for some reason. I don't remember why.
Just
did.
Yeah.
No,
it happens a lot on this show.
Yeah. He was awesome to interview. He was.
Also, just a last side thing about the teeth. I know you're all tired about it, guys. When you have this surgery on the teeth, you don't eat a lot. Dude, I'm down 10 pounds in one day, Elle. 10 pounds. I like it. Took a shower this morning. I was like, oh.
In 30 seconds, I have to leave you for like 6-7 minutes.
Wow. 7 minutes. That's a long time.
Very exact. I think that's how long it's going to take me.
That's a long time. In that 7 minutes, I'm going to talk about Gina Carano and Ronda then. And then you can come back and add to it if you want.
That's a good comment from Notorious Vet. I agree.
No, that's a really good point. And
he could have stopped earlier. And
yeah,
I respect him for coming back and wanting to still compete, though, you know?
And that's why he did stop. I felt like if he kept going, he would have got another big win or two. He was like, he wasn't prime Cejudo, but he was at the end of the prime, and he was still better. Like, guys, Volkanovski is not the best Volkanovski of all time of his career, but he's still amazing. So I totally agree on that Cejudo point. And sometimes, one, you come back for the love of the game, and then two, sometimes you come back for money, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it happens. All right, a lot about Cejudo, Tablet, and Mario Batista. Let's talk about the news of the day. Elle will be back in 3 minutes. We're Ronda Rousey is back. Like, let's just kind of start with that. Ronda Rousey is back, and there's so many tree limbs we can kind of come off of it. She will be facing Gina Carano. I believe it's May 16th, April 16th, May 16th in Los Angeles at the Intuit Dome. Let me throw that out there too, guys. That is one of the biggest arenas, one of the newest arenas in all of America. That's exciting. That's one. Two is MVP Promotions is behind this. MVP Promotions, of course, Jake Paul, boxing, a lot of that genre. This is their first ever MMA event. And it's also everything that I've been hearing. It's not just one MMA fight and then boxing underneath. This will be a mixed martial arts event. There will be 5, 7, 10 MMA fights in the spring of this year. Like, we're only 2 months away, 2-3 months away. So that is very intriguing to see who else they're going to build this card down. Of course, they got the headliner already. I say this all the time, guys. I care about everything. I know you guys care about everything. But when my wife and family members are like, oh my goodness, Ronda Rousey's back, when it hits mainstream and it's everywhere, that's when you know you got something big. That's when you know you got something big. What kind of fight do you think will be on the Rousey card? Yeah, all MMA. All MMA. I kind of know that one. It's all MMA. Why would anyone want to watch Ronda versus Carano? Sean, I'll tell you why in a second. So is Netflix. So is Netflix MVP. Okay. Great point there. That was my second point. It's on Netflix. This is ginormous. For the industry, for mixed martial arts, for wherever you want to go, for what we do, for everything, Netflix being involved is a great thing. Money, eyes on the sport, because there will be people, there will be maybe young females, there will be older females that will watch this fight because it's so mainstream. It's on Netflix. And then somehow, some way, they're like, hey, by the way, Kayla Harrison's going to be fighting Amanda Nunes in 2 months afterwards. That's the best real women's fight ever. Let's watch it. You know what I mean? That's how it happens. You had to get introduced to it sooner or later. Is this the beginning of the... No, not the beginning of GFL. GFL is dead. It was never alive. I said that from the very beginning. I had some inside people on that. The GFL is dead. Was Ronda Rousey that big of a star that Netflix is hosting it and having it as his main event? That's a great question, Notorious. Great question. I think my first blunt answer, yes. Yeah. She was one, if not the biggest star in the UFC for a couple years. She was the big draw. Like I said, guys, I can't wait to UFC Houston this Saturday night. I watch everything. Most of us watch everything. But there's a genre, there's a 15, 20%, maybe even more, 50% genre. Other males, I know some of my buddies who are just not the biggest UFC fan, but they'll watch the one event a year, International Fight Week, or when Conor fights, right? They'll watch that. When Ronda fought, that people watched it. Females, casual fans, whatever you want to say. And I think Ronda, for one, she was gone for so long, and Gina. We're all gonna watch it. All of us gotta see it. We're all gonna be like, what's gonna happen? How is it gonna look? We're all going to watch it. Isn't it gonna be like a couple of soccer moms having a park fight? That I don't disagree. The action itself will not be great. But MVP does a great job promoting it. Netflix does a great job promoting it. I think Ronda's really good at it as well. They will get eyes. Let's just say that they will get eyes. You ready for this one? Hot take. And I'll ask this when Elle comes back in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. More people will watch this event, Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano on Netflix, other than the UFC White House, other than that one card, any other UFC card the full year. It's just the honest truth. Netflix has more eyes than any streaming service on this planet. Gina and Ronda, guys, they all been in movies. Gina's been on Disney Plus, on Mandalorian. Like, these are two megastars. They're not great mixed martial artists, especially in 2026, but these are megastars. All right. Would probably rather watch bum fights. No, I get what you're saying. The content itself will not be great, but everything around it, I think, will be a big deal. And I'm telling you, when it gets closer and closer, Sean, I think you'll change your mind a little bit. That's my 2 cents. I will watch it. Do you think Ronda on Netflix is bigger if she has returned to the UFC? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this as a one-off. All right, I see a good-looking guy in the chat. Let's just bring him right in. I pushed the button. There he is.
Are we good? Can you hear me?
What's up, brother? We're good.
Before we get started, all right, now we can continue.
First of all, how's that sleeve? Let me see this. Let me see this sleeve. Wow. Gee. Whoa. Relax on the push-ups, my man. Relax. I was telling your lovely wife, dude, I had a big mouth surgery yesterday morning. One day, Grant, you'll be proud of me. This is a UFC cut. 10 pounds in one day. I feel it. Like my face, 10 pounds one day.
You cut 10 pounds in one day?
Yeah, I haven't ate. I'm like not allowed to eat.
Why? Oh, because you're. Oh, I understand. Oh, I understand now. Yeah.
Big tooth. It's two teeth extraction.
Ooh, what happened? Like, was it your what is it called, wisdom teeth or something?
So I had a cavity over here. So I go in for a fill-in. This has been the tooth show. It's so funny. Me and Elle talked about it for the first 5 minutes. I had a cavity here. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go in and get it. It was hurting a lot. So I go in there, and the nice dentist knows my wife, knows me, and she's like, hey, we got to pull 2 teeth right now. I'm like, whoa. What do you mean? My wisdom teeth have never been pulled out, but like the wisdom tooth and then the one next to it, they're like, hey, this is really bad. Like the wisdom tooth, she said, was one of the most decayed teeth she's ever seen. She's like, you should have taken out 25 years ago. I'm like, I never did. She's like, well, let's get these out right now. I was like, no, I don't want to. They're like, no, let's do it. So yeah, that was different.
Do you ever wonder, like, wisdom teeth,
why did God put him in there?
Well, one, why did he put him in there? He knows better. But
yeah.
2, how was this not a thing that was rampant back before dentists were a thing?
So funny. You ready for this one? People think I think about stuff like the great conversation, man. We'll talk about the White House show later. People used to die a lot earlier than what we live now. Think about it. It's a true thing. People like 50 years old used to be like old grandpa about to pass away soon. Now, like you start your second business when you're 50.
For sure. I totally agree with what you're saying. You're a Bible believing man, just like myself.
Yep.
Adam lived to 900. Noah lived to 600. And not once did we hear, he was building the ark, but his damn wisdom teeth were giving him trouble. You know what I mean? Like, what did they do? That's
crazy. That is crazy. Hey, 192, Jake. 192 right there. Look at this line a little bit. Come on. That's oh my goodness. All right. Stop. Did Grant take anything while getting the sleeve or did multiple sessions?
One session. One and done.
Did you take anything?
What do you mean?
Like isn't there some like rubbing cream you can put on it?
Yeah. When he doesn't do it while he does the line work, because apparently it'll mess up the line work. But once he's doing all the shading, which I think is what hurts the most, he was able to numb it up. But I tell you what, because my first tattoo was here, was here, and this hurt, and this was just terrible. And then my hand felt like he was just peeling my skin off with a razor blade. This didn't hurt too bad. Like I used some of the spray, but it really was not bad.
So the hand was the worst part.
Yeah, he was like tattooing like up here, and I seriously thought that he was like peeling my skin off over here, because the nerves in the hand are like so connected.
Yeah,
he's doing a little piece right here. It felt like the whole hand was falling off. Have you seen Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Oh yeah, 19 times.
What's that?
19 times.
Yeah. So at the end, when they like take the Ark of the Covenant and pull the thing off, and those guys are just like melting. That's what my hand like.
Great analogy, by the way. Really good analogy. Man, the chat is alive. We'll tell you that. God gave you wisdom teeth to give you wisdom of pain and suffering. Maybe, and also Me taking my wisdom teeth out provided for a lot of families. I'll tell you that. It was not a cheap thing. So it's a weird world, and we all need jobs and money. And hey, you never know, right? We never know. Does Grant have any fight news?
No.
Man, you scared me I literally talked to your wife about it this morning. She's like, no, nothing. I was like, okay, then you just did that. I was like, what?
I'm begging for a fight, man. I'm ready to get back in the win column. I'm ready to get back in there, but no, nothing yet.
Cool. We call it poof cream in England. Oh, for the tattoo? Poof cream. Last thing about the tattoo. I didn't know we were going this. Did you know going into it that the hand was going to be the worst part? Did someone tell you, or the tattoo artist tell you, or not really?
Yeah, they were saying that the hand is terrible, but this was like really bad. So I was like, dude, I think it all hurts.
Yeah.
And he was telling me this here is the easiest, which is why most people get this done like first.
Yeah.
I didn't believe him, but no, it was like we were good like 5 hours in, and I was like, man, this isn't that bad, you know? Yeah, but we did like 10 hours. Oh, it was a day. But we got my most viral video out of it.
I know. How funny was it? Sperm of the moment kind of a thing, or something you thought about beforehand? How did that video come to be?
It was his idea. He begged me to do it, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like give the kid a bad. No, he's like, please. I was like, all right, like you're all right, we'll do it. 18.7 million views.
Yeah.
I guess you guys just like it when I'm mean to people.
I have the same thing. How funny is this? You know how I live the luckiest, most blessed life, Grant, and I've been
Second,
one of the
luckiest blessed life.
There you go. I a year and a half ago, I was lucky enough your wife was there. Like, we flew out to Los Angeles. I'm in the ring hosting this event, and it was Diaz and Masvidal, and it was this big thing. It was the big theater in Los Angeles. They've done the Grammys there. It was so cool. The luckiest guy ever. And I post a lot of stuff about that. Post a lot of stuff, of course, always about my family. But yesterday I posted that little picture. Maybe you didn't even see it. Posted the picture of like the dentist thing. I was there and I have like the face thing on it. I have had more people. I had more views on that than anything I've ever done in my social media history. Like,
so weird.
Yeah. On the story alone, it was like 1,800. It was just like, what? Like, why? Everyone was people telling other one, hey, check David's story. He's going in surgery. It's like people like, I guess, negative viral news. I guess. I don't know.
I'm going to eat this real quick. And
okay. We're just going to keep swapping. Grant hasn't eaten yet, so he's eating now.
Has Grant? Yeah, Grant's putting on muscle. I saw him live. Dave, I thought you were getting turned into Bane. Thanks, Sean. Thanks. Yeah, they did the whole nose thing. It was wild. All right, guys. Elle's back. We went a little bit into Gina. There's been a lot of stuff in the chat, but let's get in here. Gina and Rhonda. My first thing I always want to ask you, what was your first, when you heard it, saw it, what was your first instant reaction?
Everybody's going to watch this, and it's going to be terrible.
Okay.
They're going to look awful.
All right. Don't disagree with anything you said there.
I'm going to watch it. Everybody's going to watch it. So
my hot take, Elle, when you were gone, I think you will agree on this. Other than the UFC White House card, and we'll talk about that soon, guys. I promise. We're flying through the show already. Other than the UFC White House card, more people will watch Ronda Rousey and Carano on Netflix than any other UFC event the whole 2026 year.
You might be right. You very well might be right. And we kind of talked about this off air, but I'd rather watch David.
You don't want
to At least there's one good fighter in that.
I know.
Wait,
yeah.
Going back to
one NG.
we were talking about this on the phone earlier today. Who else is going to fill out this card? Because everybody that isn't past their prime or, doing well is in the UFC and PFL or a young contender. Like, I would almost think like if you're on the verge of getting signed to the UFC, you wouldn't even want to take a fight on this card, right? Like it might even be a bad thing. Like if you, because I wouldn't, does MVP in the UFC even have, like they compete quite a bit, right?
Yeah. No, they don't like each other for sure.
Yeah,
the UFC was the first disruptor in this space, and now MVP is the disruptor of the UFC because the UFC has taken it over for 20 years. So like they are definitely a disruptor to the UFC for sure.
Yeah. I would assume
goodness.
Scylla is signed somewhere, is she not? The one? She was the one champ.
This is actually probably spot on.
This is exactly what the entire card is going to be.
Yes.
Is retired old guys.
Yeah, like we're gonna see like Nogueira versus Verdum 7.
And you even brought up like, could we see like
Cruz versus Saber?
Cruz but remember, Cruz works for the UFC.
Yeah, good point.
So is he gonna want to jeopardize, his business relations?
No, probably not. But like
maybe more like this. Maybe it'll be just celeb matches. Which is what a lot of the MVP Paul.
I wouldn't mind this though. Rogan versus Wesley Snipes. How about Michael Jordan and that kid?
Is it Lil Wayne that trains Muay Thai? Doesn't he train some fighting? Maybe we can get.
Elle, I love you. That was the whitest thing you've ever said in your life.
Lil Wayne?
Just how you said it. Like, doesn't Lil Wayne fight Muay Thai?
Get out of here. Dude, you're the whitest I know.
Grant Dawson's more Netflix worthy than Ronda Rousey in 26. I agree there. We agree. Yeah. We agree.
He's saying that I'm washed up.
Oh my goodness. Grant, so first question, and then my second question, I'll ask you both at the same time. It's how I work. First is, what was your first gut reaction, first instant reaction when you heard Rousey versus Gina Spring, Netflix MVP MMA fight? And then two is, my hot take is, other than the White House card, this fight that night will get more eyes than any other UFC event of 2026.
My reaction was, I thought it was boxing for a second because I was confused on, I thought she was still with the UFC. I thought she was still under contract with them. So maybe she's doing like some sort of exhibition boxing match.
Okay.
But it turns out it's a fight. And to be honest with you, I agree with you. I agree that it'll get quite a few views other than the White House card. I do think that people will want to see what's going on. Now, I think there are, the views are going to plummet halfway through the fight. But outside of that, yeah, I think that the start of the fight will have more views.
Yeah.
Counter argument. Genuinely curious, did the views plummet halfway through Jake Paul fighting Anthony Joshua? Because that was pretty terrible. I mean, Anthony Joshua wasn't terrible, but
right.
It was pretty horrible. Watching shoot double legs.
I don't know about you guys. If you are watching an hour and a half movie, and some people are different on this, if you're into a movie 55 minutes and it's horrific, don't you want to see the ending? Like, don't you have to go through the end? Like, my point is,
it's called the what's that show called? The Walking Dead effect, where you're so far into
yes, great point. Yes,
the exact same episode.
Yeah.
First 4 seasons were amazing, or 3 seasons, and then it just kept on going. It's like 15 seasons. It's like, but I gotta finish it. I got to.
You're already here. But it's weird with those types of shows. You're always like, what's the end goal here? Like,
to keep going and make more money.
They find a cure? Like, what's the...
Yeah.
Oh,
they
guys,
kill all the zombies.
It was magnesium. We needed more magnesium. Like, that cures zombiness. Like, what are we doing?
The worst part, this is like a spoiler alert here. I think I was so fed up with the show, and just now I probably at that time in my life had 3-4 kids. Don't really watch a lot of TV anymore. I think I YouTubed the highlights of the last season. I was like, I got to know what happens, and I don't have the time to put in 14 hours. It was like a 20-minute YouTube thing, and I was watching. I was like, ooh, okay. I think he came back. The main guy came back, if I remember right.
Back.
Yeah.
I know that.
But I don't know what was the verdict. I kind of forgot.
I just stopped caring.
You
after
lost
season
interest
4.
in the highlight video?
Yeah, in the highlights. Yeah. And it was a year or two ago too. Like
Shane was my favorite. And dude, he's a bad Shane. No, bad Shane. But like understandable Shane. Like he's the only one that was as over everybody's shit as I was. Like, we are not playing by the same rules here, guys. Like, these are not people. Get them.
Yeah. There's 3 different spinoffs.
I had no idea. I know there's Daryl and the old lady. They had a spinoff.
Yeah. Daryl's
Yeah, Daryl's cool.
Daryl's Daryl. He's a good replacement for Shane. But I wish that Shane had. There was actually the original scene, and it got taken out, but I think it would have been so much better because when Shane dies, he takes Rick out there and he's going to kill him, and Rick ends up killing him.
Yeah.
The original scene was he takes Rick out there, he's riling him up, he's pointing his gun at him, blah blah blah. Rick kills him in self-defense, and then Shane comes back as a zombie and he picks up Shane's gun to shoot dead Shane, and the gun is empty. So the implication is that Shane had he was just so tired of everything. He had no intention of killing Rick. He just wanted to just be done. And I think that put a lot more on Shane's character. I wish they had kept that in there.
Yeah, that's wild. I wish Shane was alive during the governor arc, and confrontation between the two men would be sick. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Hey. This show has been a talk about teeth and The Walking Dead. What a show, dude! This is what we are. This is
still going on about Dave's teeth.
No, we actually did talk about it one more time. We did talk about it one more time, dude. Grant, I had a show last night, a little whatnot show again, and I showed some people that Star Wars card 1 of 1. Dude, it's a hit. People want it. I'm like, guys, I'm not selling it. And I think sometimes in life, people want things that they can't have. So I'm like, nope, can't have it. And they're like, no, we want it. So that's a biggie. That's keeping that.
How much were they offering?
I got one offer. I got $75 offer. I'm like, no. I think I would let it go for 500. I think I would let it go for 500.
So not even close to what it's worth.
Yeah. You think it's worth more?
No. I somebody offered you $75.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll let it go for $10,000. They're like,
I think I said that. I was like, guys, I don't want to sell it. So I was like, hey, if you offer me $500 right now, I'll take it. But I kind of don't even want to. And he's like, I'll give you $75. I'm like, no, thanks.
So how does that work? Do they just hey, I'll give you $75 for it, and you say yes, and then you just remember who it is and give them your Venmo?
No, it's like, so I push a button and then it's like a swipe. So I've never done any of those apps, but like eBay or whatever, not like those dating apps. You just swipe and you attach your card or your bank account to the app. So it like instantaneously $75 is in my account. And
then you just keep the card?
Oh, you have to send it. You have to show proof. You have to like actually take a picture of your the package. It's all tracked. And then when they receive it, the money comes out through. Yeah. So it's like in the holding process for 2 days.
I like how you use like the dating app thing. And then you remembered Elle and I have been together for almost 9 years. And I haven't been on a dating app in 3. So it's like.
Yeah. I knew where you were going with it. I knew where you were going with that. Oh my goodness.
I've heard that joke 17 times in the last decade.
Joke.
You sprayed me with your Coke.
Oh gosh.
All right, you guys are talking about The Walking Dead anyway, so I'm gonna go away.
Give the people what they want.
Oh my goodness.
Did you check out that mall trailer?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Looks great, right?
Yeah.
And
remember I texted you that? I'm like, who's the good guy? You're like, oh, there is no good guy, Dave.
In this world, there really are no bad guys. It's really just.
No, I guess my point was like, to me in the movies, there was Obi-Wan and there was Liam Neeson. Like, who's going to be the main person against Maul in the show?
The people? I don't know. I do think we'll see another match between him and Darth Sidious. I bet that shows up. Maybe we get him and Vader. Could you imagine?
Him and Vader, or him versus Vader?
Him versus Vader.
Really?
Well, I mean, that's what Darth Vader spent most of his time after hunting down rogue Jedi to kill them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know? And so somebody that can use the Force and has a lightsaber, they don't really care what color it is.
I like that. We'll get it. We'll go back into it. It's our show. I knew it was a shit carpet. Has anyone seen release viewing figures? No, I don't think they really do that. I think they did that for the first time because they wanted to be like, hey guys, we're here. CBS was happy with it, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they're going to release viewing figures of each card. Any chance Grant could be on the White House card? He's pretty American as it gets.
No. Boring.
If you had to guess right now, assume if you were on the card, who would be your opponent? Who would be someone like it would make sense to be on that card? It'd
be Michael Chandler. It's
like
the only fight that makes sense. You know, we've got, I mean, it's hard to say you have beef with someone that doesn't even know you exist, but you know, like I really want to fight him.
Yeah.
They think he can knock me out so he can get a win and then, you know, maybe fight Connor in the future. It'd be Chandler. An American wins either way. That's the only guy I could see them doing.
Good point. I think it's pretty spot on, actually. I did see, you know how you've seen 2,000 of these fake White House cards and they're awful. That's like not a chance. I did see one yesterday. I'm like, it's not bad. Like it was the main five. It was Topuria and Gaethje on top.
Mm-hmm.
What we all think is probably going to headline it, be on the card. The co-main at this time was Poatan versus Gon for the interim heavyweight championship because Aspinall doesn't fight anymore. Could happen. Third it was Amanda and Kayla. I don't think Kayla will be back at that time. That's just me. I don't know anything. You don't have to say anything. I know she's friend. Like
I don't know anything. I have no info.
Yeah, I think the neck surgery was serious. I just don't think she'll be ready for that time or need to rush this Amanda fight.
Yeah.
So that was on it. This one had Connor versus Nate. I don't know if it's going to be Nate, but I do think it looks like more and more Connor will be on this card, Connor versus someone. And then the fifth fight was it was Patty versus Covington. And it's probably not going to be on the main card, but that fight could happen. That could be on the main card. It could be on the White House.
I just don't see why. Like that doesn't push anybody's career. Like, are you insanely excited to see Patty versus somebody
I'm not,
move him up in the weight class? Doesn't, you know, and that's a tough fight.
It is a tough fight, but I do think Patty would win. And I think if you get Patty Pimlet, Sean O'Malley, Poatan, Ilya, if you get these guys, the future of the sport, paper eyes wise, wins on this card, I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it kind of sounds like they're going to do Ian Gary versus Islam Makhachev, which I love. That is a champion versus a real contender. And
yeah,
I keep saying this against Islam, and I keep being wrong, but I like Patty against Islam. He's big.
Ian.
Sorry. Excuse me. Ian versus Islam. He's big. He's strong. His footwork is phenomenal. His takedown defense is extraordinary. His mental game is sublime. I know he's got a lot of weird stuff going on with his wife and ex-boy, whatever. He's a good fighter, and
he is.
He's an interesting matchup.
He is. He's long. I think he's in a weird way. He's a new matchup for Islam because Islam. Think about it. 4 of his last 5 guys have been featherweights. You know what I mean? Like Ian Gary's a big boy, big, long, lean, big boy. So it's something I keep on hearing that they're going to, at least what I hear is that they're saving that for the very next month because one, the fight is so big. It will maybe in a weird way, you don't need it on the White House card, maybe. And then also when you're at the White House card, you can advertise for next month. Imagine if you're advertising for Islam and Ian. It's like kind of more eyes to advertise the next big one, I think. But we'll see.
I wonder though if they don't want to make the next card that big, because
Sure.
it's just like there's no way we're gonna outdo what
Right.
happens on the White House card, which I think it'll have the most eyes. I think the White House card, I still think it's gonna fall short. And that's not it's not going to be a great card. I'm not saying that it's not going to be fun fights. It's not going to be a great night. It's not going to have the most views. It's just I think people are going to be a little bit disappointed. When we saw UFC 200 and it was Brock Lesnar was on the card. It was supposed to be Jose Aldo versus Frankie Edgar. It was supposed to be
DC
Bones, and it just didn't live up to the hype. I know some fights fell through. The cage was super ugly. I get all that, but it was just like everybody kind of felt a little disappointed, and I think that's what's going to happen with this card, and I think it's going to be still a great card.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I think it's a good trivia question for everyone out there, maybe for you too. What was that night? What was the last fight that happened at UFC 300? What was the main event?
It was Amanda Nunes versus Miesha Tate.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
Ridiculous. Yeah. No, Sean's 100% right. I remember 199 was amazing. 5 bangers on the main card.
Yeah.
I actually remember that. I think that was the main event, Bisping versus Rockhold. Sean?
That sounds right. I will say UFC 200 gave us the greatest trailer for a fight that we've ever seen. About it. I love that trailer. And look, I'm not hating on the UFC. They're doing the, Dana White going live to I don't mind it. I don't care. If we had that every weekend, it would get stale. I'm just saying, just every now and then, give us a banger trailer like they did. Oh my goodness.
Do you totally agree? And I said this line, we literally talked about this with Elle. She used the same example, and I use this example back. I go all the time, and I say this to my kids every other day. If you care about it, I will care about it. And it just seems like Dana White cares. Like 12 years ago, everything and anything, fireworks and UFC, it was his baby. He was struggling and grinding. Now he's a billionaire, and he's got Zuffa boxing. He's got power slap. It just seems he doesn't care the same amount of the UFC. And that's just me from an outsider looking in and just seeing, but it does seem like it just seems like they care less. They did it. They made it. It's hard. Like guys like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's passion and 2007 is different from 2026. Like you could just, he cares less because he made it. You did it.
I agree. I totally agree.
All right. A lot of stuff here. DC versus Silva was a 3-round fight. Yes. Anderson Silva versus DC. I remember that. And I kind of think DC took it easy on him. Kind of a veteran move. Were you surprised Jailton Almeida was cut? I was surprised. Not the most exciting fighter ever, but really great record. Kind of still a young guy. The heavyweights need stuff. Just kind of seemed out of left field. I know.
Get cut.
Huh?
Tai Tuivasa on a 6-fight losing streak didn't get cut.
I know.
Like every 6 years.
Crazy. It's every 5 years. Okay.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
I just watched both of them the other night. It was awesome. Sean, nailed that Bisping Rockhold. Poirier versus Bobby Green, open main card. Hey, if you tell me Dustin Poirier is on the card, I ain't mad at it. But you gotta tell Grant stop breaking his pinky toe though.
That wasn't me.
I thought you would like that. Dana White, a minute in court. He isn't involved with basically anything involved in the UFC anymore. Yeah, no, kind of. He's kind of like the figurehead. He really is. And you can tell the other guys, Hunter and Mick and Sean, they don't have it as much as Dana. It's just, they're all millionaires too. Like they just are. And it's not their baby. Like example of Fight Bananas, other people have been in it and like it and it's their thing, but this is my baby. You know what I mean? Like this is something I care about more, and there's no one that will care about it more. So UFC 199 was originally Max Holloway pointing to the ground for the final 10 seconds. Ooh,
Ricardo Lamas.
Thank you, sir. Lamas. Almeida fights like how people say how Dawson fights. John Mayton fights like how people say Dawson fights.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. How about Basharat getting cut? Didn't Grant train with him? Ooh.
Yeah, I've trained with Basharat. I like Basharat a lot. He's very, very knowledgeable, very, very skilled. And I was surprised by that one.
His brother's still in the UFC though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild. Will you watch Gable Stevenson fight Thursday in Mexico versus 11-3 vet? Yeah. If Gable Stevenson fights, I'll watch. Especially
what Jones has said about him?
Say it again.
Have you seen what John Jones says about Gable?
No.
Just that he's the craziest athlete. I know they're friends and all, but just says he's the craziest athlete. He's way better than John Jones at his age, way more disciplined than John Jones, way more. Says he throws him around. Like he said he'll be champion by 2027 if he gets signed.
He was a Olympic gold medalist. He was so athletic. He tried the WWE thing. He even tried football. Like, guys, people, I know my son's 8 and is playing football, and these kids are the ones that are gonna like, hey, I want to do Pee-wee, I want to play high school, I want to go to college, and one day make the NFL. At 8, Gable Stevenson at 25 was like, yeah, let me try this football thing, and almost made a team. Like, he's that freak of an athlete. Yeah, Buffalo Bills, my favorite team, actually.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he all training camp. He got cut very, very late. Like, he almost made the team. He's that athletic.
What an athlete.
Yeah. Can Grant confirm or deny Dustin is back at ATT and back in training?
He just came down to help Dakota Bush get ready for his fight. Dakota and him are close. Dakota helped Dustin with a lot of his fights, so he came back like the good guy that he is to help Dakota get ready. So,
isn't that wild that one of the biggest stars in all of mixed martial arts history is helping a young up-and-comer who's fighting in the PFL? Like, that's how cool. That's awesome to hear that, you know? That's Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Announcement?
Huh?
Public service announcement?
Yeah.
We ate gluten-free hamburger buns, and they are freaking delicious.
Get back in here and do your job.
You put butter on it? Garlic salt?
Nothing is on it right now. I'm testing.
Wow. That's amazing. The chat's been alive. Yeah, guys, we'll probably go another 20 minutes, guys. G, she's in the middle of a training camp. She's needing some time, so no G today. Jalton used to actually go for submissions, especially when it's a light heavyweight. What do you guys think caused him to fight more passively? Some kind of mental block? Yeah, I think, John, you nailed it. Sometimes a bad rhythm, you get, you almost want to win and not fight. Like, you're not winning to stop the fight. You're just like, hey, if I win this fight, I can move on. Maybe it's a money issue, but you never know what people are dealing with in real life. You just,
I mean, I'm trying to think. Did he change before he got elbowed by Curtis Blades? Like, getting knocked out. I'm trying to think what his performance were before that. I don't blame him for not submitting like Derek Lewis. Yeah. It's hard just to take Derek Lewis's back because of how round and explosive he is, which are two things that usually don't go together. But he's a wide guy. It's hard to throw a body triangle in. So it's like for a guy like him, like, I think he fought him really well. But yeah, like the Almeida we saw against Volkov, like, that's just,
yeah,
yikes.
And we've said this. We talked about Brian Battle on the show. If Brian Battle does it at a different time, he's still in the UFC. Sometimes you do something bad at the wrong time, at the wrong thing. As a parent, sometimes my kids will do 7 worse things, but it's the 8th thing at the wrong time. I stub my toe and I'm upset, and now my kid did something wrong. I'm getting on him. So it's just, that's life. That's life. Yeah, Greg Jackson. So we were talking about Gable Stevenson, Elle, about what John Jones thinks about him. Greg Jackson thinks the same thing. Bright future. And the UFC needs him bad. So he would bring a lot of pop to the heavyweight division. Can we talk about Velter Walker? Seems like he made Johnny mad with his last fight this weekend. Was so sad to watch. Yeah, I don't know. Did you see that? Oh, I know you're not on social media. I guess their brothers are beefing now. Johnny was really upset that he grappled a, pair of,
Legless,
huh?
legless man.
Yeah. Like it was like a circus, it's like,
Yeah. Oh, so he wasn't like that was like you beat up a disabled person. It was like you participated in something ridiculous.
yeah, like he felt like he was dishonoring his name. He's like, you're my brother, you're dishonoring the Walker name.
I thought that it was a really funny gimmick, but it was the gimmick of all gimmicks. Like, did we think this was going to be a real match? We have a UFC heavyweight who's been grappling his whole life against a solid wrestler who would, even with legs, would be in a way lower weight class than Walter, and has been doing jujitsu for not that long, a few years maybe. It just like what did we think was going to happen here? Did we think this was
weight class is he? He only has half a body.
Well, but so like to some, like there was a wrestler that only had one leg, and it was like no legs is not an advantage. Let's be honest. Having one leg though was almost that had its advantages because he could compete in a much lower weight class. Like one leg weighs a lot. So this guy with one leg was competing in a much lower weight class than he would have competed in had he had two legs. So like we don't even really know what's I'm a brain fart on his name. What's the legless guy name?
I don't know. Guys, put it in the chat. I don't know his name. He wrestles. He's on social media.
He's definitely a flyweight without his legs.
Oh,
he might be like a lightweight with him.
Does he weigh like 38 pounds? I don't know how much he weighs.
I have no idea. But the point is, like, this is ridiculous. He literally, his whole body probably weighs the same as one of Walker's legs. Yeah. So it's like, I'm a little bit on Johnny Walker's side here. Because it's a stupid gimmick. I'm sure they paid him a lot, and I get it. Listen, everybody's got a price tag, but it's a little bit silly.
That's crazy. If Kazmat moved up and fought the lightweight Jalton, light heavyweight, I would assume Jalton, that would go for subs. Who would win that? Chimaev would beat Almeida 9 days in a row without sleeping.
I think Khamzat gets that done. Yeah. Who knows? Almeida is a really talented guy who just can't. Seems like he can't perform under the lights.
Well, I say this all the time. I'm the exact opposite. I'm very untalented, but when the lights go on, I'm a different person. It's funny. I think I'm pretty good. When the lights go on, I'm pretty good.
Ian Clark, thank you. I knew it was Ian or
Sean Sterling's the man. I miss Sean. Miss Sean in the chat. Miss Sean. Grant's reaction to eating a piece has got going to get one. Grant's reaction to eating a piece, he's going to get. Oh, like he ate a piece of the bread and he left to go get one. I got it.
No, he better not. He can eat regular hamburger buns. I worked hard on those.
He actually could. That's actually a very good statement. Someone who cares. Strickland or Fluffy. All right, cool. Let's talk about this for 5 minutes. Like I said, we got 15 more minutes. This is a great fight. I am so excited for this fight.
I mean, Fluffy will make it a great fight.
So it's funny you said I tried for a month to talk myself into the underdog, the veteran, someone who's been a champion in Strickland, and the knowledgeable mixed martial artist expert that I am. Fluffy Hernandez is going to win this fight easily. Sean Strickland has no shot in 2026 of beating Fluffy Hernandez.
There are 2 or 3 reasons why when you type a fighter's name into Google that one of the first results on like that first page is not Tapology. I guess there's 2. There's 2 reasons. One is that they're so incredibly famous that their name is involved in so many other things. The other reason that you don't see somebody's Tapology pop up when I type Sean Strickland into Google is because Sean Strickland is so busy doing everything else.
Yep.
Besides focusing on his MMA career.
1,000,000%.
And I feel like he's been so so scattered, and Hernandez has been so focused.
So dialed in of his career.
He's just been on this insane upward trajectory, while Sean Strickland is kind of here, I think. And I think we might be catching him on one of these,
Yeah.
Like, I was like, he's kind of here, and I think that's where we're catching him. I can't see Fluffy not getting a title shot sometime in the next year. Like, I think his style is really hard to deal with. I will say Strickland doesn't struggle with cardio per se, but he doesn't struggle with cardio because he's so good at slowing the fight down.
Right.
The question is, can he slow down Fluffy? And I just don't know. He has to be able to land hard enough to get some respect from Fluffy. And I will say Strickland has good takedown defense. And people kind of
does.
About that because there's so few good wrestlers at this weight class. And we just don't see we don't see it super often. We don't see Sean Strickland get wrestled. He does. He's a huge guy. He has great takedown defense, but Hernandez doesn't need the takedown to win every
I was going to say that was my main point. This could be a 25-man stand-up war, and people don't think about this, and Fluffy would still win. If it goes down, it's a slaughter. He stops him.
Well, and I think Sean has to finish Fluffy, while Fluffy can pick and up, down, and shoot and press him on the cage and wear on him and just volume. All
right, 3-fight parlay. I got one for you right here. I'm on a Hard Rock Bet. I live in Florida.
Already prepared.
Anthony Hernandez minus 325 to beat Strickland. Then I'm going to go up. I'm going to take the underdog this weekend, fighting for maybe his UFC career. I got Phil Rowe at plus 165 to beat John Paul. John Paul is still young in the game. I like Phil Rowe at plus 165. My third one, maybe a little Carlos Leal, who's someone Elle and I know. We've seen him live at PFL. He's fighting a little. Yeah, but he's fighting Chidi
Nijikawani.
Nijikawani. That guy is massive. He is so big. He's an underdog. I'm taking Nijikawani. I'm sorry, Carlos. 3-fight parlay plus 610. So I'm putting $10 on it right now. 10 to win $71.
Carlos Leal is freaking huge too. I will say he did just get knocked out.
And he's short.
Yeah, but he's got long arms. He's got gorilla arms.
Yeah, maybe. I got Chidi, Phil, and Fluffy at plus 610. That's my
Chidi can get the knockout, but Leal is a beast and he's strong.
Hey.
I don't know.
All right.
That one for me is a toss-up.
Okay.
Phil Rowe, we just need to know, can his opponent shoot a double leg at all?
Oh gosh.
Can he?
I'm sorry, Phil.
I'm sorry.
But it's very truthful though. It's very truthful.
I honestly I was partially jesting, but also I don't know the guy very well. I don't know John Paul very well.
He just won in the Contender Series. It was a big deal. Remember the whole gym was there, Sterling, everyone from Extreme Couture. It was a big thing. It was a big moment.
Quick turnaround to
that was September, Elle.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's an experienced guy.
Yeah, that's what I think. Phil, and he's fighting for his life. If I don't want to talk about anyone's business. If he loses, he might be on the MVP card under Ronda Rousey. Like, let's just be honest. So,
let me see. What's his
He did not get a leg lock. Walter Walker got his neck, got his back, and got his neck. Sorry. Yeah.
beat Angelusa. That was actually a really good fight, too. Seo Kyung-ko, he lost to. He was pretty good.
But he looks lifeless out there sometimes. Kind of like the Jalton Almeida thing. He just looks, when he gets taken down by a wrestler, it's like.
Well, he's so willing to play jiu-jitsu.
Right. And you're in a fight. This isn't playing jits. We're in a fight.
Well, I don't think he has a single sub off his back. He's got a guillotine in 2019 on Island Fights. And so it's like, we got to stop.
I was there for that, by the way.
Huh?
I was there for that. Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, he grapples a lot, and I almost wonder if that sometimes is a detriment, because he does have good jiu-jitsu. Like, I've seen him compete in jiu-jitsu. He has really good jiu-jitsu, but I feel like it's a he runs a pretty big risk continuing to play that jiu-jitsu game in an MMA fight, because it's not been working for him, and he's very willing to stay on his back. He'll chew up the whole round. I don't mind this. Any fighter to win by knockout is safer, Dave. I'm sorry, I didn't have a parlay, so I'm just here to tear Dave's apart.
Thank you, friend.
I'm sorry. But I like Carlos Leal. This might be an emotional pick, but I really like that guy.
Oh, dude, he's so nice. He's so nice to us and all this.
Oh, I like watching him fight. I like that nobody knew who he was, and he just came in, and he's a dog, man.
Big time dog.
Not view the whole card.
He's the heart of a lion. But there's Carlos. There's Jeff Neal is in the co-main. There's the best fight on the whole card, probably other than Fluffy and Sean, is Ige versus Melky.
Oh, that's a great fight. It's so hard for me to bet against Melky right now. Ige is always a dog. He's always there. But why can I not view the odds for this right now? Why
does go to Hard Rock?
Phone hate me. I was trying to see the. Okay, here we go. Got it. Wait, no,
happens all the time, Sean.
I'm trying to look at them on ESPN like I always do, but they're not listed. It doesn't matter. Ige Melky is probably going to be the biggest banger on the card.
Yeah, I love that fight.
Did you see that Josiah Harrell guy's back? I was so happy to see that. Do you remember, it was like 3 years ago he got signed. I think it was short. Remember when Jack Della Maddalena had to make weight like 3 times in like a month?
Yes.
So the second opponent he was supposed to have was this guy. And he gets there, does everything right, gets to fight week. And the UFC medicals team tells him he has some like rare brain condition. And and so I just kind of assumed that guy was like done, but I guess he went off, had treatment, and has been fighting, and now he's debuting against Jacoby Smith. So yeah,
that's amazing.
How cool is that?
Let me look up this Melky and Ige for Sean. I mean, not for Sean, for Christian.
What's the who's the dog? I would assume Ige, right?
Oh, Ige plus 180.
I think that's fair. I think those are fair odds. Melky's on a tear, man. And he's so big for the division. I'm a little surprised not to have seen him go up by now. I thought we were only going to see him at 45 for a little bit. He looked big fighting Tiago Moises for his debut at 155.
Deontay, not a bad Scott, but guys,
dude,
Melky by third round finish is plus 1,500. Plus 1,500.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Ige can be hard to take down and keep down. He's compact. He's explosive. Ooh, you also have Brahimaj and Soriano on the undercard.
Yeah.
That's a good fight.
There's some good fights this weekend. And it's in Houston. You know how much I love Tuesday night on the Contender Series. Okay. Real quick, last thing of the show. My top 3. 1, there's nothing better than a really big UFC Saturday night pay-per-view. When the pay-per-view is big, 3 mega fights, the big main event feel, Saturday night pay-per-view. Number 1. Number 2, hot take. I love Contender Series. It's Tuesday night. I just love it. I love the youth of it. I just love the energy of it. I love Contender Series. My third favorite thing is fight nights out of the Apex in a big city like Houston. Like the arena will be so loud. Remember when Austin and Nashville, they have some killer fight nights when they go to a big city. It's a new city. They've been in Houston in 10 years. It's so cool. I love fight nights in big cities. So that's my top 3, Elle.
No, I love it. I'm really happy with just the system that they kind of have now. Yeah,
that's
dude,
awesome.
That's killer.
I had 1,500 on Hard Rock.
That's good odds.
It is. I actually like that. I sprinkle a little 50 on it, a little $50.
You like throw that in as a parlay piece with he's such a big favorite.
Well, guys,
or you could do 2 parlays too. You could parlay one with the finish and one with just Melky money line.
True.
Just
True. Hey, we went over an hour. There's no G. There's no Grant. I got to run to the restroom, and actually my mouth is starting to hurt a little bit. I gave you everything I had today, guys. I gave you everything I had. Elle, I don't think you heard this earlier.
It's okay.
I thought it was actually one of our better ones.
I was like in and out. I honestly wasn't even. I was barely on the show today. It was mostly just you and Grant talking about The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. We talked about Tattoo. Grant fighting Michael Chandler at the White House. It was good times.
Real quick, Jake. Yes, like they should focus on MMA grappling because it's different.
G talks about that all the time. All the time. John, appreciate you coming in, guys. Make sure you sub the channel. Helps a lot. Like the stream. We've, sometimes we can get 1,000 views, but 8 likes. If you like it, it's a bigger thing for us. So like the stream, like this video, share it with a friend, share it with an enemy. They'll probably do a skull back to you. It's kind of funny, but we appreciate it. I don't know. Elle, maybe later on this week or maybe something for Saturday. Oh, Elle, you're busy on Sunday, so no Sunday morning brew this Sunday, but we'll do something else.
I'm hosting a 30-person family reunion, so please pray for me.
We'll talk about this topic next week on the show. Now, there's a lot of Dustin rumors. We'll talk about it next. I got to run, guys. Elle is the best. Hey, have a good weekend, Elle. We'll talk to you soon. We love you guys. We appreciate it. Have a great day. Say something inspirational real quick.
Oh, my gosh. I hate when
real quick.
I made really good hamburger buns today, and that's